take this nice and slow. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
I'm Tatsudoshi.
I'm Gordon Burn.
And this time we actually went to the theater and saw a movie the day it came out, which is a very rare thing for us to do.
Yeah, it is.
Incredibly rare. Sometimes we go to...
Yeah, well, sometimes we'll go to, like...
We'll go to midnight showings and stuff.
Right.
But this one was... this one's a children's movie. We went to see How to Train Your Dragon.
Right.
And I'm a big fan of animated movies. Like a big fan. I watch animated stuff all the time. Big guy in the cartoons. And the last couple DreamWorks movies were pretty good. DreamWorks is known for garbage, known as Shrek. And, of course, you know, Disney and Pixar are known for Toy Story, Toy Story 2, and upcoming this year, Toy Story Garbage. I'm sorry, but that movie looks terrible.
Well, you gotta, you know...
No, I don't gotta do anything.
Yeah, you gotta...
No, I gotta nothing.
Just a little bit. Yeah. It's Toy Story, right?
Yeah, it's Toy Story. Toy Story 2 sucked.
Toy Story 2, I see. A lot of people said it was...
Yeah, Toy Story 2.
Well, a lot of people said as to surpass...
It looked better. It looked better, but the story was not as good. It was the first one over again from with Woody on it. But anyway,
well,
this is all
I'll
about...
disagree to disagree.
This time, we're talking about How to Train Your Dragon.
Right.
And I think this is going to be one of the best movies of this entire year.
Really?
Really, I do. I think that this movie sets the standard for all other animated pictures in the entire year and will be the movie for kids to like, as well as adults to enjoy.
I agree. This is like one of those perfect family films. I mean, it's got, you know, it's not too kiddie to be like, oh my god, it's so corny, and it's not too adult to be like, you know, close your eyes, kids. It's got that perfect blend, which is kind of hard for movies, especially animated movies, to, you know, to go across nowadays. So
the thing is DreamWorks is famous for messing this up. DreamWorks is famous for screwing this up. Shrek 1 was good. It almost got it. It almost got it. Then they made Shrek 2, and then they just went stupid. Then they made Shrek 3, and then they just went stupider.
Right.
And now they're making a fourth Shrek movie, which is, this is the fourth Shrek movie, and this is trash. And I don't know how the same studio could come up with such a great idea and have it perfectly executed. And when I say perfectly executed, I am a harsh critic on movies. I know a lot of people are like, well, maybe you're a little too mean on this movie. I am a little too mean on movies. This was a good fucking movie. This was good. Like, the voice cast was perfect. The art direction, perfect. The music, perfect. Everything in this movie hit its mark perfectly. I wouldn't give this an A+ or anything, but I'd say if you had to, if the only opportunity you have to see this movie is paying full price, pay full price to see this movie.
Right.
This is something you want to see in theaters. It is very big. It is very greater than life. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you know, Avatar sets the standard for everything. It's like, well, you know, Avatar did do graphics really well, but it was still people doing stuff. This is animation.
Right.
Full-on friggin' animation.
This is
nothing else.
This is, I mean, if you really want to go like fantasy and stuff, you can't do any better than this animation because you can just do basically.
This is a good movie. This, I really don't want to spoil anything for people. I mean, I know we're famous for going on a rant on, well, this movie sucks or this movie's okay and here's what it's about. I really don't want to spoil this movie. Right. This movie is great.
We want you to take the journey, dude.
This is something I recommend going to see and then, you know, saying, you know what, I either liked it or I didn't like it. This is pretty much everyone's cup of tea, though. This is like, it's not too kiddie, it's not too much of an adult movie, it's a perfect middle ground. This is something that cartoon movies have missed in the last couple years. This is a perfect family movie.
So
Perfect.
if you miss something that, you know, that makes you can bring like almost anybody to and then enjoy and stuff on an anime film, go see it. And also, I did some research and a few opinions and stuff, and also it looks really cool in 3D.
Yeah, I heard the same thing.
Right.
You know
so
what?
if you want to spend the extra bucks and actually go into the 3D movie,
go for it.
Go for it.
There are 4 characters in this movie I would like to talk about before we end this thing, because I want to make this short because you got to go and see this.
Right.
There's the main character, which is Hiccup, and Hiccup is that guy from She's Out of My League.
Yeah, I think,
he's the main character from She's Out of My League. This guy does a great nerdy kid voice.
Yeah, he does.
But he doesn't make it like, oh,
He doesn't make it annoying.
No, he is a perfect middle ground. He kind of reminds me of that McLovin. He reminds me of McLovin, except for less nerdy and less annoying.
Right.
So if you couldn't stand McLovin, this is your guy. This guy's perfect. The second guy is the blacksmith. I don't quite remember his name, but I know he's played by Craig Ferguson. And Craig Ferguson, if you ever watch any of this, you're a hilarious bastard.
Right.
This Craig Ferguson he needs to be in this movie. And he was in this movie, and he was one of the main characters. He gave the movie a lot of heart and soul. Even though he was kind of a hard-ass character, he was very fun, and he actually made the movie move along a lot faster than, you know, let's say without him. A lot of animated movies seem to drag at the midway point. This character actually saved it from doing that.
Right.
And then we've got Gerard Butler as Hiccup's dad. And if you ever heard of Gerard Butler, he's that guy from 300. But he's an established actor who's got a lot of heart and soul in all of his movies.
And also a great voice, too.
Oh, his voice is awesome.
Woo-wee!
A lot of his movies get, passed over. It's like, oh, it's just that guy from 300. Go see some of his movies. A lot of his movies are a little, it's like he's done some romantic comedies and stuff like that. They're good. They're surprisingly good. And he is perfect for this role. He is the hard-ass father, and he plays the hard-ass father perfectly. And by perfectly, I mean absolutely 100% perfect. They could have gotten no one else better for this role. And then there's the fourth character, which is probably the heart and soul of this movie. Doesn't say a damn word in the entire movie. Toothless the Dragon. Oh my god, I love this fucking dragon. As soon as you see this dragon for the first time, I fell in love with this fucking dragon. It's like, oh my god, this thing is adorable and it's ferocious.
And you know what? I wanted to just add something to it that
go for it.
I'm so glad the whole time I was watching. I'm like, please let the animals talk. Please don't let the animals talk. And they didn't.
They did not talk.
They didn't. Oh, I'm like, oh, thank God, because if they did, if any one of them fucking did, it would have been bad.
It would have made it bad. But what you get from Toothless is gurgles, grumbles, roars, and sounds. Immediately, as soon as I saw Toothless starting to act like semi-retarded, it's like, oh my god, this dragon is sugar! This dragon is sugar! This dragon is the epitome of ferocious, but you want to pet it when it's trying to bite your fingers off. It's like, it'll have its teeth baring and it'll be all scary, and it's like, isn't that adorable?
Yeah, but except Sugar's a little tiny white dog.
Right, this is a big-ass dragon.
A humongous dragon.
Right. The movie is basically, I mean, there's nothing gonna come out and surprise you in this movie. It's a pretty bare-bones basic story.
I mean, it's a story that you've seen before, but just like Zombieland, it's the delivery that counts.
It is the delivery that counts.
And this movie delivers.
This movie does give you the best bang for your buck. If you have kids, or you have cousins, young, anyone, any little kids that you got, relatives and such running around, they want to see this movie. Take them to this movie, and you will enjoy it. I guarantee it. And if you don't like it, well, go to hell, you bastard. How could you not like this fucking movie? This dragon is adorable, the casting is great, the score is great, the animation's great. This is the animated movie of the year.
It's not perfect, but it's pretty close.
It definitely reminds me of classic Disney animated films of the past. I'm talking Aladdin, Lion King, Little Mermaid, the classics that hit your heartstrings and made you love those films. This is one of those movies.
And it's not Disney.
No, and it's not Disney. This is DreamWorks. This kicks anything DreamWorks has made in the past, forget about it. Even if it was good, this is their picture. This is their year. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
So,
works.
Until next time, later, bitches.
It's like the size of my... Oh! Get it!